What's up, everybody? This is Steve Sterlacci, and today we are looking at something I'm very excited about, and something that I think is actually the ugliest Fender Telecaster that they've ever put out. But there is a very good reason for this. This is the Brent Mason Signature Telecaster. And for those of you that don't know who Brent Mason is, get out from under the rock and look into this guy, because he's the most prolific session player in history. Whether you want to agree with that or not, he's played on more #1 hits and amazing records than anyone you could ever think of. And a big part of his sound is this guitar. Fender reissued this a couple of years ago. They did a custom shop version that's all reliced out the way his is, but this is the standard stock version, and I've been really excited about having this guitar. I did get this guitar from Sweetwater as a part of their guitar month, so go check out the links below if you want to support the channel, and check out those affiliate links, because that's going to help me out on the channel. And the guitar month has some pretty crazy deals. Also, not a sponsored guitar video, but my friends at Sweetwater sent out these D'Addario strings. Isn't it a bummer that they came out and said it's actually D'Addario? I can't do it. I just can't do it. And they're Long Islanders. I'm a Long Island guy. I can't say D'Addario. So they're always going to be D'Addario for me, whether they like it or not. But anyway, I'm giving away 2 sets of New York XL. There's 2 5-packs here. So I'm going to be giving these away to 2 separate people, and we're going to be talking about how to do that later in the video. So what is this guitar, and why is it so great, and why is it so ugly? Brent Mason bought his 1967 Telecaster secondhand back when he first moved to Nashville, and it was this ugly car primer gray that, you know, he laughs about it in interviews, and I don't think it's any secret to anybody that it's a odd color choice. I do think Fender did a really good job of making it look cool. I think it looks way better like this than his original probably did. Kudos to Fender on that. He also posts a lot on Instagram of him playing in sessions with his original #1 guitar, so it's really cool to actually see it in action. Looking at the whole body of the guitar in general, this is basically and it's the only one that Fender has done like this, and something that excites me because I have an original. I have a vintage 68 Tele, and for those that don't know, the years between 67 and 69, they were called maple cap necks, and that is because the back of the neck doesn't have a skunk stripe, and it's all a maple cap. So instead of the truss rod being put in where that skunk stripe is, it's actually placed in, and then the maple cap is put over it. And that was unique to only those couple of years of the Fender Telecaster. My personal favorite Telecaster is my 68 Tele, so I was really happy that they basically reissued a 68 Tele with a bunch of hot rodded modifications to it. Neck profile, dead on with my 68, really feels nice. It's pretty small C, it's not thick by any means, plays really comfortable, and only difference is that mine's been refretted with some bigger frets. So other specs of this guitar, and you know, we're not going to make this a Brent history lesson, but we're going to take a look, and this is where it gets fun for me because none of this matches. I love that this is just a working man's guitar through and through, because it's literally like he says this in interviews also. He says, I needed my guitar to do this, so I did it. And basically everything about this guitar doesn't match. Like, we've got chrome pickup covers with gold hardware, we got chrome plated tuners, chrome bridge, and then this random gold control plate down here. And I love that none of this matches. That whole working man vibe, that this was not meant to be a pretty guitar. This was meant to be a tool that's being used at all times, which I absolutely love. The pickups. These are Seymour Duncan hot stacks, regular Tele style bridge, and then this, it's like a Strat middle pickup, this red one. Why is it red? I don't know. It doesn't match anything, but again, it's just cool. He needed that Strat type of sound, and this enabled him to do that. And then we have a mini humbucker, also Seymour Duncan mini humbucker in the neck pickup. Now, where this gets fun is this control plate here. So we have regular tone, regular volume, and a 3-way switch as if it was a normal Tele, but that is like step 1. Now, what they have here, this middle volume knob is tied directly to this middle pickup, and it's just a volume knob for that one pickup. So instead of being stuck with the full-on Strat sound, you can dial in the perfect amount of Strat sound that you're going to want, whether you want really clucky or just a slight little EQ shift. You can dial something perfectly in with this circuit, and that middle pickup is also on a push-pull pot. So if you're not planning on using it, you can push the pot in and have it completely taken out of the circuit. We also have a set of locking tuners on top, always a great touch. But what's going to make this guitar amazing here is that it's got a Glaser B and G bender convertible built into it. We have a mechanism that's built into the back of the guitar right here that Joe Glaser came up with. And what happens is that you pull down on the strap and it pulls your B string up a whole step or a whole tone, whatever you want to call it. And what's genius about this is actually convertible B or a G bender. So if you're a Brad Paisley fan and you like a G bender better, you can pop this off, flip it upside down, and then you have a G bender. So it's a convertible G to B bender, and it's already pre-installed. So looking at this, you get a made in America Telecaster with a ridiculous number of upgrades to it, and it's not just a country guitar, it can literally play anything. All right, so let's hear how it sounds. All the tones you're gonna hear are the Tele going straight into my 63 Bassman, 2 notes Torpedo Captor X with a 63 Blonde Bassman cabinet, warm audio, EQ and compressor, and that's it. So we're gonna get all the tones raw straight from the amp. Here we have the bridge pickup, middle circuit is out, so we have no middle knob right now. Just bridge pickup straight into the Bassman for nice crunchy sound. Go to the middle. The neck, mini humbucker here. And now let's get into the magic here where we're going to dial this volume all the way up. And now we're going to engage the circuit by pressing this knob. It pops in. Now we have the middle pickups now in the circuit with the volume all the way up. So we're getting that full on Strat sound. But where this gets unique is that you could dial this down a little bit. It is a log taper pot, which I don't prefer, but you have a little bit of a sweep here where you could dial out just enough where you're hearing it, but it's not overbearing. That's kind of what gives Brent his unique sound, is that he could dial this into exactly where he wants. And now you could also do the same where you have all 3 pickups engaged in the middle here and get a unique Tele sound that's really not able to get anywhere else. Now neck and middle. So you've got so many tonal varieties just with that alone. And again, you can mix and match this wherever you want. And we haven't even gotten into the fun stuff of the B bender yet. Got the middle pickup engaged on the bridge pickup. Again, you could do things like this. I don't claim to play like Brent Mason, but you could do all sorts of cool licks like pedal steel bends where play like an A, open A sus. And that's all coming from this strap where the lever's pulling that up a whole step. And there's a bunch of cool licks that you can get doing this. So I promise to get better at this as I get more comfortable with this guitar. I'm still just learning the B bender myself, but I've got a couple of licks. I want to start picking up a lot more of Brent's stuff and really get the most out of this mechanism. All right, so if you made it this far into the video, you are now at the point where we're going to talk about this giveaway. I'm giving away 2 5-packs of New York XL D'Addario strings. So all you have to do is like this video, subscribe to the channel, head over to my Instagram @Stelach, comment on my video using this guitar, say I want those strings, and I will be randomly selecting 2 winners from that comment section. So just keep an eye on your DMs and I will write the winners when I draw them. And if you made it this far into the video, otherwise, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one and good luck in the drawing.